Hi, my name is Vijay. In this video, I'll just explain about GitHub Webhook events for the push and pull request whenever a merge request happens. That for that I am just have two directories, action repo where I am going to add webhooks for this repo, and over in the webhook repo I have just created the backend using the Flask Python and a UI page in the index.html where I just render in the root directory of this backend API. So I have just opened these two repos in the VS Code. Let me just come here. This is the webhook repo and this is the action repo. This over here I have already initiated the git and have pushed these repos to the GitHub. So here you can see action repo and webhook repo. Let me just open this in the new tab, and the webhook repo, action repo. Right here now you can see last commit was made 3 minutes ago. This is the webhook repo. I'm going to provide these links in the video description. Let me just come here. To run this Flask app, I'm using the command uv run main.py. So here you can see in the localhost port 5000 it's running this backend app. You can use uv, otherwise I also provide the steps to using the pip, like activating the virtual environment and so on. The uv provides a fast implementation than the traditional one. So click on control and this link. This will open the UI. This is the root API where I just rendering the index.html page. Here you can see the index.html page. This page is loading. Let me just come back to the main port. Okay, that's all okay. To expose this to the external world like public, I'm using ngrok. So okay, let me just run ngrok http hyphen. Let me just copy this over here. This is the URL, right? Copy this URL and paste it over here. Right click. Here you can see it will, whenever you click on this link, the highlighted link, it will be redirected to our local host 5000 port. So let me just click on this control, click open, just give visit site. Here you can see same thing in the localhost as well as in the this link. You can just provide this link to anyone, they can also open and they will access to your local hosting a app. So let me just come here and copy this link, control C. In the action repo I'm going to create a webhook. So webhook, add a webhook, provide the link to the post request in the backend API. I just created this webhook receiver. Copy this, add this over here, webhook receiver JSON format. I'm selecting the only two events, which are pushes and the pull requests. Just add the webhook. Successfully added the webhook. Okay, right now this is also working fine. Let me just come here. In the readme.md file I have provided a way to just trigger the push event, and this you can just follow that. I'm just simply changing the readme.md file so that the push can be done. This is to check the push event, right? Let me just git status git add dot. This will add all the files to the staging area. Git commit -m, checking the push event. Git push origin main. In my local git I have given the passkeys, so every time whenever I try to push it will ask passkeys. For you, if you don't provide, not required to provide any passkeys. So let me just come here and refresh this. Here you can see the commit made now. Come back to our URL. Just wait for okay, it's already showing that push request code has been pushed from Vijay to the main on July 5th 2025 8:41 a.m. This is for push. And go back here for the pull request and the merge. I'm creating a new branch, git branch pull request branch, git switch. We're switching to the pull request branch. Right now we are in the pull request branch, so here I'll just change this push to pull request event. Save this, come here, git status. So readme.md file changed in the pull request branch. Let me just add that to staging area. Commit -m, checking the pull request event. Git push this time. Provide the current directory in which we are in. Pull request. So this branch has been successfully pushed to the GitHub. Here you can see the branch is okay, the branch is there. When we come to our backend API, in this UI you can see Vijay push to pull request. So I just pushed that local branch to the remote. So compare and pull. Here I am creating a pull request from the pull request branch to the main branch. Here you can see pull request made. Vijay submitted pull request from pull request to the main on July 5th 2025 8:44 p.m. Here you can see the time exactly same. So let me just merge that request. In this case I am the maintainer of this repo. I can easily just create pull request from branch and merge that easily. If you are just doing to some others repo, you need their permission to merge the request. So I'm merging the request, successfully merged. Right here just you can see the merge. Vijay merged branch pull request to main on 5th July 8:45 p.m. Here you can see. right? That's great. Let me just come back here and click on Mongo Compass, connect to the local host, maximize the screen. I have created the GitHub Webhooks DB that events. Here you can see the data is stored over here. Whenever we made any changes in the action repo and push them to the remote repo, then this webhook events will get triggered and send a post request to this URL over here in the webhook repo. This API will handle that JSON data according to the provided data. This will check and what kind of event it is that. According to that, this will store the data into the MongoDB, and in the front end the UI constantly do a backend request to the API events, where this will fetch the data from the backend which was stored using the webhook receiver, and those data will gathered using the app events route, and this will be sent to the front end UI, and that data will be displayed over here. You can see right now it's working fine, right? I'm just provide these URL links of GitHub repos in the video description. Thank you.